Mics are hot.
Bing bonk.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. This time, it's me standing up. This week, I'm the cryptid. That's a pretty good intro, I think. Am I in frame?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Lil John. Whew. Here, I'll pull up chat. Just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Since we've moved.
We've
moved around.
We've relocated slightly. We went from over there to over here.
Ooh.
Beep, beep.
I should probably take that off, huh?
31-13. So we're in Tennessee.
What?
Goodness gracious. 31-13.
What is?
Tennessee, Florida game.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
Alrighty.
Man, that's a real rough energy that you're really bringing in there, huh?
No, I gotta focus down
Okay.
because I want you to imagine for me, right?
Second.
Imagine that you are a little Native American kid, right?
All right.
You're out helping forage food, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a big shadow comes over you.
How big? Paint a picture for me.
It was varying on height, I suppose. But
Okay.
the shadow would be technically getting smaller as it approaches, as it gets closer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be getting closer. All right. I'm not gonna do an accent.
Yeah.
But I am gonna kind of try and get in character.
Stellar.
Thanks. I've been taking acting classes.
I want. Then you look up at the sky, right? Not a cloud in the sky.
Where'd that shadow come from?
You check over by the sun, right? And there,
It's a skeleton.
you see a bird
Oh, a bird.
with a nearly 20-foot wingspan
Man, what?
diving towards you, talons first.
All right, dude. Look, I'm excited for you to get into this. I've had a real rough week with the fact that birds are very big. So go ahead with your bad bird story.
It grabs you and it flies up hundreds of feet in the air.
I don't even know if I'll be able to perceive that. I'm a small child.
Exactly. And that's the last time you're ever seen.
But what do I know? Like, what happens to me?
Today we're talking about the Thunderbird. Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes.
And the music plays there.
I'm so excited. On a genuine note, did you know...
Sorry.
Bad podcast.
Yeah, I am. It's cut.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah. I did it last week.
Oh, okay. Did we cough last week?
No, I had something that needed to be cut.
Okay. What was like? Do you know how big bald eagles are?
Yeah, they're big.
They've got like wingspans up to like 8-9 feet.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I saw like someone put on Twitter like a picture of like a eagle in their front lawn.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would kick that thing to the heavens.
That picture's going around again. But yeah, no. I've done a lot of bird research here recently.
Yeah? Is it because of this?
But because of this episode, yes.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to give it to you.
You want to know a fun fact?
Yeah.
Albatross has the largest wingspan of any bird.
I did know that because I also did a little bit of bird research recently, and that's because every now and then I remind myself that the shoebill stork exists.
Yeah,
and it's the scariest bird
it's
that's
this
ever
cartoon
existed.
character bird.
I don't like the noise it makes.
Yeah, it looks like it would be in a live action Flintstones movie.
I always think more Muppets.
Yeah,
It looks like
it looks
Muppet
like
bird.
Sam the Eagle.
Yeah, but scary with a
Yeah,
very
you
scary
learn your
sound.
Muppets, kids.
Learn your Muppets. Learn your birds. I'm not going to get too much into the warnings because that'll come.
Yeah, at the end.
That'll come at the end.
So welcome to My Neighbor Mothman. I'm Levi.
I'm Zachary.
We're talking about Thunderbird. This is one I've been sat on for a while now.
Yeah, hatching the little egg.
Yeah, up in a roost. Yeah. It's been waiting. It's finally ready to spread its wings and leave the nest.
if you're hearing Thunderbird and you're going, wow, like that really cool old car that they remade in like the 2010s that sucked, that's not what we're talking about.
No.
This Thunderbird's always been awesome.
It's a big old bird.
It is a big old bird. Man, dude, the older I get, the less I like birds.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. They're not real anyway.
Birds? Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I hate, we're going to get into a personal story here. I've got pure hatred for ducks and geese.
That's fair. They're mean.
They are. When I was a small child, I don't remember how young, but an age that I was not taller than a normal like guardrail on a bridge.
Yeah.
On a little walking bridge. And we were at like a walk through petting zoo. And I'm sitting on the bridge hanging out, looking at some ducks and some geese as they swim underneath this bridge. When one little goosey goose says, "Hey, you know, it'd be funny if I grabbed this kid's shorts and he yanked them down as I tried to swim underneath this bridge." So small child me is sitting there with my tighty whities pressed against the rails of this bridge as this goose tries to pull me under and kill me.
That doesn't sound very fun at all.
It wasn't.
Give me just a moment.
What do
I
you
need to
doing?
make sure of one more thing.
Okay. Are you about to do a bird noise?
No.
Is your mic working?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to verify.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was scared because of last time when we
What's
had
going
this
on out
happen.
here?
Oh, we got a fight.
They're fighting.
Oh, it's the fight at the halftime too.
Nice. All right. Let's get in to the Thunderbird.
Yeah. They're so Thunderbirds are giant bird-like creatures that live in northern Canada to Alaska down to Central America. They cover an enormous territory.
So they cover like
the entire western United States and
Canada
and some Central America. Yeah.
Oh, now I see why they were fighting.
Yeah. So similar animals often appear in Native American mythology. Some tell tales of eagles strong enough to carry whales back to their nests.
If I was at the beach, first of all, if I was at the beach and I saw a whale, I'd be gone.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
dude, don't like the ocean.
big water animal, scary. Yeah.
Any water animals. I mean, like if it's a fish that I could step on,
Yeah.
I'm not going to step on a fish, but if I could step on it and be fine, I'm not going to trip. I saw a shark at the beach once and no one believed me, but I know I saw that shark. So I haven't been in an ocean since.
Fun fact: Lee got bit by a shark when we were at the beach. It was like a baby.
Yeah, this one was very small.
Yeah, and he punched it off of him.
I love Lee. Lee's so badass, dude. No, I just pointed and screamed shark, and no one moved. And I was like, "You idiots!
Yeah,
this could have killed all of us."
This was the Jaws moment. And now everyone said, no, it's fine.
That was genuinely 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I have not been in the ocean since. I'm terrified of water, man. All right. Go back into your birds. I can't keep talking about things I'm scared about.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, it ties in with Native American mythology. There have been reports like not only from like native people, but like pioneers settling the West kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is like a and then like similar stories from other civilizations around the world also, which we'll get into a little bit later.
That's scary.
Yeah. I have a picture here of an alleged one.
Oh yes, I've seen this picture before.
Yeah.
That thing's so big.
Yeah, I'll send that to you to post out everywhere.
I will. I'll tweet blast it.
Yeah, that blast.
Follow us for the tweet blasts. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, so native tribes all across North America, but more so in like the Pacific Coast and Great Lakes area, have stories depicting enormous birds of prey. Some stories have told these birds are so large and powerful that when they flapped their wings, thunder was created. Hence the thunderbird.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm retweeting the tweet.
And that lightning flashed out of their eyes and water fell off their backs,
That's
creating rain.
That's a lot. That's a lot going on with this one bird. That's a god bird.
Yeah. Tribes use thunderbirds to explain some of the things that happen naturally, such as storms and other forms of weather. The legend of, Passamaquoddies. I don't speak it, so I can't say if that's right. Describes the quest for two Native Americans in search of source of thunder high in the mountains. Other stories have said that there was a thunderbird who battled an enormous killer whale. When the two beasts fought, they destroyed much of the land, knocking down trees and causing destruction. Although dangerous and powerful beings, thunderbirds are seen as benevolent nature spirits, and they sometimes assisted tribes in search of their search for food during like a famine.
So they're sweet big birds. Sometimes mean, sometimes sweet.
Yeah. So the last bit there reminds me of vultures. Right?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Because if you see a vulture circling, there's something dead there.
There's something dead.
And so you would be able to, if the bird has a 20-foot wingspan, you'd see that for a while in the plains, especially.
Yeah. Man, that makes more sense than the thought that I had in my head, which was that the bird somehow landed at this village and communicated, "Follow me.
Yeah.
I got food for you."
Yes.
And I'm telling you right now, I don't care how hungry I am. Bird shows up and tells me he's got food for me and I follow it. I'm kicking that thing to dust like Randy Johnson.
Oh man, yeah. Your version is way more how they would do it in like a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a kid's movie.
If you don't look, I'm not advocating for throwing baseballs at birds.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're not advocating for sports.
Also not advocating for sports unless it's Boston Celtics basketball. All other sports are useless. But no, I'm not advocating for throwing baseballs at birds, but if you're gonna do it, please get it on camera just like Randy Johnson.
Just look up that video. It's incredible.
It makes me very existential because that bird just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it was fine and then it was gone. Man, that bird got vaporized.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
Because people get hit with pitches like that. And it destroyed a living thing.
Yeah.
And you want me to stand at the plate and take a shot like that to the elbow? No.
Shatter your arm, yeah.
Shatter my arm. My arm doesn't exist anymore.
Here we go. Yeah, here it is.
Here we go.
So I have a more recent report.
Okay.
From 1977.
Oh, that's pretty recent.
In Lawndale, Illinois.
Oh, man.
In 1977, well, I don't know why I said it like that. I haven't even been drinking yet. Two unidentified birds were attacking a young boy. The 10-year-old was playing outside when he was suddenly attacked by two large birds, one of which temporarily picked him up and carried him over 30 feet before his mother ran to her son's rescue, chasing the birds away.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
It. Mm-hmm. The book has got a scene with a very large bird.
Yeah. Birds are scary.
Yeah, they are. Maybe that's what made me so scared of birds.
Yeah, it made people scared of lots of things.
Yeah. It isn't what made me scared of clowns. A clown threw a basketball at me at a birthday party, and now I don't like clowns.
Is that more of a scared of clowns or more of you don't like clowns?
Well, I don't like them, and I was already predisposed to negative feelings towards clowns. I think I told that clown to shut up, and I think he threw a basketball at me. So did I deserve it? Yes, but I was also a child at a birthday
Yeah,
party.
and
You can't throw a basketball.
And the clown was an adult who was being paid to be there.
I was gonna say, I don't remember him being reprimanded. If I find you,
clown,
I'm gonna throw a basketball at you, and I'm much stronger now. And I've got much harsher words.
That clown's probably an old man now.
Probably, man. You call me old, Levi?
I'm just based on time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Several eyewitnesses saw the attack take place. The birds were described as having a white ring around their necks, a 4.5 foot body, and each wing approximately 4 feet long. A 6-inch hooked bill, 3 front claws, 1 back claw, and a large black body. So these are smaller. So it's roughly, I would say at best, a 10-foot wingspan, given space for body.
Yeah. Man, I feel like I'm thinking about in relation to that picture. Which again will be on the Twitter, but like that thing at most had a 6 foot long body.
Yeah.
And what, a 18, 20 foot wingspan?
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense for it to have a 5 foot body and a 10 foot wingspan. That sounds like a deformed version.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like doing some bird research, you get some like nonsense.
Birds don't make sense.
No. And like the largest bird that would fit that description in not even in that area really is going to be the California condor.
Mm-hmm. And those get to what, about 13 foot wingspans, right? 14 maybe.
Yeah, I think it's like 11
somewhere in there.
Yeah,
it's not
there.
20
yeah.
for sure. If there was a 20-foot bird confirmed on the face of this planet, I wouldn't be on this face of this planet. For absolute fear that it would pick me up and carry me away.
Zach's got his bunker dug out to live subterraneanly.
And there's no worms. I'm not going to let them bait that bird to me. You seen worms recently? You seen any worms recently?
No, I haven't been looking.
Me neither, but I feel like I used to see them more often.
That was the thing with planes too during the peak of COVID. It's just like you just go outside and you don't hear planes anymore.
Well, that's because no one was flying because of COVID.
Yeah, that was nice.
You can't explain the worms. You can't be like, the worms didn't exist.
Maybe the worms all got COVID.
Worms were staying at home and socially distancing.
Yeah. No, well, it didn't. I remember seeing them a lot more when it rained.
Yeah.
But now, especially,
I guess I don't really go outside anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Also, yeah, less going outside. Yeah.
This is the first time I've left my apartment. I think in a week.
Jeez. Oh.
I'm not living a healthy lifestyle.
Hey,
right
none
now.
of us are, baby.
I'm blaming it on the pandemic.
Yeah.
And not my mental health.
In 1890, 2 cowboys in Arizona claimed to have shot and killed the large bird.
Ooh.
It was described as having no feathers.
I don't like that.
And it had this head similar to that of an alligator.
Excuse me?
The 2 men supposedly dragged the dead bird to town after killing it. The report seemed to suggest that this creature looked more like a pterodactyl or a dragon than any modern-day bird. Yeah. So this is the other half of this is some reports are pterodactyl-like.
You know what? How much longer you got in yours?
A little bit.
That'll be a nice segue because next week's episode, everyone, will be pterodactyl related.
Excellent. I love pterodactyls.
That's like a perfect accidental segue. I love that. And leaping off the dinosaur, the dragon point that you just made, it has come to my attention, I believe either through Twitter or just like random Google searching. They've never found a complete T-Rex skeleton.
Yeah.
And that the only thing they've ever found fully intact is a skull.
Yeah.
Which, hey,
anything is possible.
Anything is possible, and what's included in anything, Levi?
Dragons. Skyrim.
Game of Thrones.
For the North. The Nords.
If you're a fan of the Raptors, don't listen to this podcast.
Just alienating basketball groups. You started with mentioning Boston. I'm like, they're all the Lakers fans. Great.
Hey, we can coexist. I've got a Kobe jersey on my wall.
So I've got they've got a couple explanations here, right?
Uh-huh. I've been enjoying finding explanations for this stuff. It's kind of interesting.
So could be modern day pterodons. Right? Unlikely. Because what is it? They went extinct in the Cretaceous period, like 66 million years ago.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of my childhood dinosaur knowledge.
Pterosaurs, not pterodons.
I wasn't gonna correct you.
Yeah. No flying bird has a wingspan bigger than albatross or an Andean condor.
That they know of.
But Andean condors don't live in our area.
Yeah. That they know of. Hey. That they know of.
That they know of.
Unless. Maybe.
There's the theory that it could be a non-native bird that escaped captivity. So it could be one of those condors or like a crowned eagle. Mm-hmm. Right? Is that what it said? That was I lost my spot here. Yeah. Or like could be attributed to those attacks kind of thing. Because they've been mistaken for them before.
Yeah. I mean, like, really big birds, I can't be too angry at people for misidentifying.
Yeah.
Because if I saw a big bird, I'm not going to be like, that's a crowned eagle.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, guys, that's the biggest bird that's ever existed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a thunderbird.
And then the one last thing on here, like was it misidentifications? For modern sightings, that could be a kite.
Oh man.
Think about it.
Yeah. Imagine, all right. Let's paint a picture. A brain picture.
Brain picture.
Brain picture.
Imagine, if you will.
You think you see this bird, you think you see a thunderbird, and you call everyone you know, guys, I've seen it. And they're all like, oh God, this is crazy. You call the newspaper, you're like, I see this big bird. And they're like, oh, we're printing it right now. And then like as soon as it all settles, you notice that it's a kite. Do you say anything?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Never.
I take that to my grave.
Yeah.
Which if I called everyone I know to be like, hey, I just saw this huge bird, and then I found out it would be a kite, my grave would not be long after.
Just out of embarrassment.
Out of embarrassment, and I wouldn't want to have to deal with the fact that like someone was like, oh yeah, I was flying my big bird kite over there.
Yeah.
He saw me.
He helped me put it in my car.
He told me not to tell anyone or he'd kill me.
So this leads into I want to take us to another part of the world, the Middle East.
Okay, I thought you were about to just I thought you were about to pull out like the name of mine, and I was like,
no. Because we're going to talk about The Rock.
Dwayne?
ROC. Or RUKH, depending.
Okay.
They're giant birds of prey that are in the Middle East.
They're like real birds that are in the Middle East.
No, these are like the thunderbirds of the Middle East.
Okay.
They're depicted more eagle-like.
All right. I thought you were saying there were 20-foot wingspan birds in the Middle East, and I was like, I'm a man of my word, Levi.
No. These are white or tan colored birds with wingspans reported as large as 48 feet.
48 feet.
And can be so big that its eggs were said to be 150 feet in circumference.
Now that doesn't make sense. Because wait, it's circumference is all the way around. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that makes sense. How wide's that? Do you know? Like this back wall back here.
I do not know.
Man, it's like you didn't even buy this house.
I didn't measure anything. That's for sure.
You know what you did do? Find a whole bunch of studs.
I did, man. I wish I had that within arm's reach. The stud finder.
I'm trying to think of how big 50 feet is, because it's hard for me to like picture anything above like
hang on.
If it goes above 6 feet, because someone says 6 feet and I just picture myself laying down.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Anything above 6 feet, I'm like, no clue, man.
Give me 1 minute.
All right.
Vamp for me.
I hate birds so much. Like, why are their birds? Why are their bones hollow? Why do they exist? Genuinely, what purpose do birds serve that can't be solved by something else? We've got a measuring tape out.
This tape
measure
goes 16 feet.
All right, so we're gonna do some hot measurements right now. I'm gonna stand up. I won't stand up, but I will get closer over here. All right, so we're looking.
This is 10 feet right here.
10 feet, okay.
From that counter to this counter.
That's 5 of those.
5 of those.
That's a big bird.
That's like what? It's gotta be like half a football field.
I don't think so.
No.
No, because a football field is 100 yards, which is 300 feet.
Okay, so we can.
It's what's that? A sixth?
A sixth of the football field.
Sixth of the football field.
Oh, it's a big bird.
It is a big bird.
It's a big old bird.
It's a big old bird.
So
let's see.
These originate, as far as writing goes, from Marco Polo's Book of Travels.
That'd be 17 yards, by the way.
Okay.
Which, thinking of it like that, doesn't seem that big.
But
thinking about it as that was 10 feet.
That was 10 feet.
And 5 of those, that's huge.
Yeah. Well, it's because when you put it into yards, it like smaller number in your brain and shrinks it. Yeah.
All right, wait. Say that thing that you just said again.
So like the originating like story of this for like the rest of the world comes from Marco Polo's Book of Travels and the Arabian Nights. The rock is the mythological bird of Arabia. Exactly. He describes rocks living in Madagascar, and envoys from Madagascar present to, and gave the Khan of Cathay a rock feather. In fact, Madagascar was the home to the giant bird which I cannot say. Aepyornis. Aepyornis maximus.
Nice.
Or elephant bird.
More like
the bird. The bird went extinct around the 16th century.
16th,
and while it was huge like the rock, it was not able to fly. It's just a big old super bird.
But it was like how big? How big were they? Does it tell you?
That doesn't say.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can do some further research here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could, Levi.
I threw on the rock in case this wasn't going to be long enough.
I mean, that's fair.
It's got less work into it. There's a depiction of the egg also.
Man, that is a big old egg.
Imagine the omelet out of that bad boy.
Imagine the...
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep for a minute.
Yeah. You didn't sleep last night, so that's possible.
I did not sleep at all last night.
In the account of Marco Polo, the wingspan of the rock was 16 yards and the feathers were 8 yards.
I was close. I was a yard off.
The feathers were as big as palm leaves. And the wind, wait, I lost my spot here.
Oh no, not your spot.
Yeah. It was white. The egg of the rock was 50 yards of circumference. There may have been an error earlier when it said 150. That seems too big also.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah,
man. I
that
don't know
might have
how
been-
eggs work,
Yeah.
but that does seem very large.
The rock could carry an elephant in its claws. And it would kill it by taking it to a great height and then dropping it, which you can see in other like raptors.
Yeah.
And pull goats off of mountains and stuff.
Seems like such a bad way to die.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to look up this big old bird that went extinct. Let me see if I can find it.
Because
Here.
I had this discussion this week. I'm not a huge fan of heights, but most of my height problems come from like ladders and like not roller coasters. I can't imagine the sheer terror I would be in